All right, today on the show, we'll be talking about a very vital topic, which is very important to everyone. Hi, guys. My name is Pedro Emeka, your favorite marriage and relationship life coach. You're welcome to my channel. Okay, then on today's topic, we're going to be talking about a very, very delicate matter. The topic is children don't get married. Seriously? Yeah, children don't get married. Oftentimes we have noticed or observed that people rush into marriage and rush out of marriage. Why? Why? And not like there are few. There are so much. When you go to court today, you'll find that we have a lot of divorce cases piled up in our courts today. Why? This is one of the major problems. Children don't get married. You see, in our day today, people think that when you, as a man, probably you've been able to get something doing, and maybe you've been able to own a house, have a car, or been able to secure a little job that can pay you off, and then you just wake up one morning and feel, okay, I think I'm good to get married, I'm good to go. At least I can be able to take care of children, take care of a woman, somebody's daughter, house a woman, and then meet her needs. You see, but marriage is beyond all that. Marriage is beyond being able to meet the needs of the woman or the kids. Marriage is beyond all that. You see, the children that gets married in those days, first, if you look at them, you understand one thing. They don't have the mental capacity to face whatsoever challenge the marriage brings. Because in marriage, there are always challenges. But these children has not been built for it. Even the girl and the guy, the both of them has not been built to handle such challenges. So when they get into marriage, they're like, oh, I remember somebody called me some couple of weeks ago, a young man, which he just got married early December, yes. And he called me. At the middle of the night, he called me and said, brother, man, is this how marriage is? And I was like, he said, is this how marriage is? Like, is this how you people cope? I said, what happened? And he started telling me some stuff. That the wife, since he got married to her, the wife used to boil this, do this one and do that one. That the wife no longer do all that. That most of the things she was doing when they were still single, the wife has stopped doing all that stuff. And said there are a lot of attitude, and he doesn't think he can cope anymore and stuff like that. The guy was just, I said, relax. I said, one of the points I told him, I said, I remember I told you, are you sure you are ready mentally, emotionally, and physically? These three things must come into play before you start making decision of settling down to get a spouse. You see, remember that you want to go and get married to somebody you don't know. You barely met this person. You don't know this person's background. You don't know how the lady or the guy was raised. Two different people for two different worlds decide to come together. Don't you think that's supposed to be a disaster? Even your brother and sister you're living with, sometimes you people throw blow, you even fight. Not to talk of an outsider that you've not lived with all your life. You just woke up one morning and said, yeah, I love you. Can I marry you? And she says yes, and then the next thing, you're married. So you should be able to understand that you're married, getting married to somebody you don't know. So there's going to be a lot of reshaping from your end and from her end. The both of you there are some readjustments that will be taking place on a daily basis. There are some things you do that might not be okay for her. There are some actions or character she displays that might not also be okay with you. But it takes a mature mind to handle such situations. This takes me back to scripture. There's something Paul said in the scriptures that I thought I would have loved to share. Let me just read it briefly. In 1 Corinthians 13:11, this is Paul speaking. He says, when I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. You see the reasoning? He said when he was a child, he acted like a child. He understood. So a child has a certain level of understanding. A child has a certain way of reasoning. He said, but when I became a man, oh, really? So you see now, children don't get married, but men. It's a man that gets married, not children. Because children don't have the capacity, the right thoughts. He said he acted like a child. That's why you see a young boy get married to a young lady. And the next thing you see, he's flaying up about everything. Everything gets him upset. He doesn't want to listen to anybody. He just wants to do his mind because he feels this is what will make him happy. He always wants to satisfy himself because he is a child. He cannot even engage his spouse in a right conversation or a lengthy conversation to sort out a matter. He is even shy to do it. Honey, let's discuss this matter. Now, this thing has been, he said, no, I can't talk about this now. He keeps postponing the issue. Because he's a child. Can you call a 2 years or 3 years old to say, I want us to have a good conversation on how to build a home? It's not possible. It's not possible. Because why? He's a child. His mind has not been developed for such conversation. So ladies, don't get married to a child. Get married to a man. A man understands how to manage you. A man understands that as a woman, you are a weaker vessel. But a child don't know all that. A child flares up on any little thing. And let me remind you, what makes you a man is the ability to control situation, challenges, to settle disputes, dissolve issues without crisis. That's what makes you a man. The level of your knowledge, the capacity of your understanding, that's what makes you a man. It is not about, the children of these days, they feel once they make one little money somewhere, they feel they are ready to get married and they just organize party. It's not about the party, the wedding, let's go party hard. It's not about that. There are more to marriage. There are more building a home. You got to be ready for it. You got to train yourself for it. That's why a lot of you get married without, you're careful about everything about your life. You check about everything about your life, but you don't take your time to check the man or the woman you want to get married to spend the rest of your life. It's costly. Prevention is cheaper than cure. So these are the things you should look out for. How does he think? What is his capacity of reasoning? How does he absorb issues? These are the things you look out for. Don't go and marry one little boy there who thought because he owned one little car or wants some amount in the bank and feels he's ready to get married and take care of a family. That's why today you see how children raised. If you see some children, some parents, some kids who find themselves in marriage, when they give birth, you see how they raise their children. Some even go to smoke in the presence of the children, do all manner of stuff in their presence. Without wisdom, without knowledge, proper understanding of marriage. So I say to you today, be careful. Don't marry a child. Marry a man. So thank you very much. I know this is so emotional right now because it's a serious issue. But nevertheless, don't stop subscribing to our YouTube channel. Of course, we are here to tell you the truth. And also, follow our Facebook page. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Bye.